Throughout Doctor Who's longevity, there are some great stories that people will watch till the end of time, and others that will be crucified and be on the worst list of every WhoTuber's video mentioning dead episodes. But today, here at Who Hub, we're looking at 5 hidden gems from the classic era.
Are you seriously telling me, sir, that you have invented a machine that can think?
Firstly, we're going to look at the War Machines. The 1966 Earthbound Runaround is one of the last available stories to feature the first Doctor. This 4-episode story was penned by Cyberman creator Kit Pedler and is a great look into life in the 60s, from its bar scenes to its pre-internet supercomputer threat. It's also the first story to pit the Doctor aiding human allies to defeat a greater threat, similar to the unit-centered stories that the Doctor's third incarnation would be placed in. There's also a colorized version of the first episode that is on Daily Motion, and I highly recommend it.
We are nowhere. It's as simple as that. You know, I've got a funny feeling that we're being watched.
Secondly, we're going to stick with the 60s stories and look at the LSD trip embodiment of an episode, The Mind Robber. This 5-parter sees the Doctor forced to use the TARDIS's emergency unit to transfer into an abstract dimension where fictional characters are real. I don't know if it's the odd costumes or the obscure set pieces, but this story is kinda eerie. Funny at times, but an overall good story. It's definitely worth watching, maybe in a higher state of consciousness. Next is a definite childhood favourite, and is Logopolis.
Nothing like this has ever happened before.
Logopolis is honored by your visit.
The Logopolis is not the universe.
But it is.
Logopolis is crucial to the whole of creation.
Never has there been a regeneration episode where it's so clear that the lead actor is officially done with the show. Tom Baker is zoned out in this episode. Deadpan delivery and morbid face expressions shows a man who has had enough J&T in his life. Or maybe Adric. The 4-parter takes place after the Keepers of Traken and introduces us to Companion Tegan and Anthony Ainley's debut portrayal of the Master. I'm not sure if this story is much of a hidden gem, but it's certainly worth watching.
From outer space, the famous TARDIS brings Time Lord, Doctor Who, and the amazing Leela, ready to do battle against their mighty enemies, the fearful Cyberman, the giant robot, and one of the deadly Daleks. Whilst Leela covers him, the Doctor reaches the TARDIS in time and disappears to escape from the Dalek. Doctor Who, Leela, the fearful inhabitants of outer space, and the TARDIS. From Dennis Fisher. Fantastic.
Doctor Who is back in one of the hottest computer games of the year. It's super arcade adventure all the way, as you battle your way through 5 huge levels. Mutilate mutants, menace monsters, and exterminate those evil Daleks before they exterminate you. Dalek Attack, the meanest game this side of Skaro.
Time is running out.
The destiny of the Doctors is in your hands.
In a game like nothing on Earth, with old enemies and new riddles.
You will be exterminated.
Doctor Who, Destiny of the Doctors. Out now on PC CD-ROM. It was only a question of time.
Hey yo, check it, this is KRS.93 Radio, streaming vibes and stuff. Come check us out on YouTube. The 80s had a few Dalek stories, and the most underappreciated is Revelation of the Daleks.
The great healer.
The Colin Baker two-parter is great for setting up what will go on to be Remembrance of the Daleks. It marks the debut of the Imperial Daleks, but the show was nearly cancelled after this. Being put on hiatus led to the creation of Trail of a Time Lord and of course Doctor in Distress. With Sylvester McCoy being my favourite classic Doctor, it's hard to pick just one hidden gem, as I feel most of his stories don't get the credit they deserve. Torn between the Happiness Patrol and the greatest show in the galaxy, I feel Happiness Patrol is a better story due to its overall concept. In a world where it's illegal to be unhappy, the Doctor and Ace find themselves against a Margaret Thatcher-like dictator and her chef the Candyman, and of course that shit dog thing.
Can't you afford a real gun?
You know who the Candyman is, Doctor?
Welcome to the Candy Kitchen.
He's dangerous.
Where are my specimens?
He's doing experiments.
Now, let's see what we've got.
I'm sorry, but this and these is why this story is not as great as it should be. The set pieces are dope, and Sylvester McCoy really starts to mould his Doctor in this story.
Happiness will prevail. Happiness will prevail.
Happiness will prevail.
Have a nice day.
That is it. That is 5 classic Doctor Who stories that you can take away and watch. While you're here, why don't you check out our animated history or maybe our Who Hub news that was released a few days ago. We've got another video coming up soon, 5 revival hidden gems. Subscribe to Who Hub and check out this song. Bring on the best.